Hello BEA beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie Renee and I am a Juilliard trained opera singer.
Ooh, Maggie's Minutes.
Today is an interesting day where I'm going to be talking to you about something that happened to me for the first time. I honestly don't even know how to say it because it's just I'm so annoyed because I didn't do anything wrong. But basically, I don't know what to do, and I honestly can't believe it because after doing 8 great reaction videos with no issues to Dimash, and many people commenting that they love the reactions and that they're grateful to have discovered Dimash on my channel and now listen to and love him, now I got my very first strike on my channel by Yoola because of this video, which, by the way, I hadn't even uploaded it publicly yet. You get immediately copywritten by the automated system on YouTube. So there's an automatic robot that kind of goes through and makes sure that people aren't using audios incorrectly. And then I appeal because I'm using fair use, because I'm using these videos for educational purposes to show you guys kind of how singers are using the techniques, and it's also reaction videos, which is also a different form of fair use, which is literally listed. The fact that it's listed in the reasons why it's a fair use video is how I know that it's a fair use video. But anyway, I've been doing these videos for a while, but I hadn't even uploaded it publicly, so I did my regular hey, can we get this hopefully monetized, which very rarely happens. They don't really get monetized very often. And then also so that it gets unblocked, because it was immediately blocked. And then maybe 6 hours later, I got a notification that was no, you can't have it unblocked. And then also it followed up with, and now you have a strike takedown. And I'm like, what? It had a second email with that. And I'm like, I've never received that in my life. I thought that was only after you go through the appeal process. I was only in the dispute process. So I was like, excuse me, what? But I have no idea what's going on. Do you guys know about this? And this was actually probably my best Dimash reaction yet. Those of you who were there for the live stream, you guys saw my live reaction to it. But there was so much analysis. I talked so much about his singing and everything. I just did so much. I'm so upset about this because I've never received a strike before. So I have no idea even how to respond. And I don't want to wait 90 days and go to the copyright school, because I don't need to go to copyright school. It's literally fair use. What copyright school? I don't know. I feel like I need to vent and get other people's experiences with this kind of thing, because I don't think it's right. YouTube can demonetize and even block it from views, which they do all the time. But to issue a sudden takedown and a strike for a video that's not even public yet? I'm sorry, what? And I'm not claiming any of the content as my own, and it follows fair use law very clearly because of the analysis that I give, especially in this video. This was my reaction to Dimash's Stranger. And it was so, it was very, very clearly analyzed. And the video is only 6 minutes, and my video was 23 minutes long. So it was very clearly not going into Dimash's territory. I'm literally using my own kind of thing for this. But I was analyzing his voice and teaching about vocal technique to help people understand the voice and how he's doing things in general, because I feel like Dimash was the first guy that really solidified my understanding of technique, because he's a male voice, and I was always comparing male and female and thinking that it was different because everybody has this kind of everybody has different opinions. But for me, in my opinion, it solidified the way that the voices just generally work with the same technique, just getting there with different methods. But there was no reason to take this video down. It promotes him. All of my videos promote the artist. It teaches the audience about vocal techniques. And I'm not claiming any of his music as my own. I'm so confused. And it was so complimentary to Dimash too. I was like, oh my god, he improved so much. He sounds so fantastic. It was my best video so far of Dimash. Let me show you guys the claim that I got. And mind you, this happened exactly 2 years after I posted my first reaction to him. My first reaction. Did you guys see my first reaction? Type a 5 if you guys saw the first reaction. I posted my first reaction to him in June of 2020. That was my first reaction. And it was to his SOS. And now, 2 years later, June 2022, I wanted to make a cute little 2-year anniversary kind of reaction to him. And I get my first ever strike! What in the world? I don't know, y'all. That was very sus. Some reactors blurred the video and could upload it. I don't know if they got a strike for us. I know, this is my first time, getting one, though. I might upload it blurred, but, I don't know, I feel like it misses out on the video because the performance, the way that he's singing and the way that you can see his mouth and see what he's doing is so important. I don't know. Do you guys want to see the copyright claim? Type in 8 if you want to see the copyright claim. I don't know. If you guys have any ideas of how to dispute this correctly, please let me know. That's the worst part. I'm not even making any money off of this. So how am I going to get a takedown notice? And that means that, like, it's going to prevent people from showing who Dimash is. And it won't let us put up his videos. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I can do any more Dimash reactions because I don't want to get another strike. 2 strikes, that means I'm from 3, and then your channel gets deleted. I don't want to lose my channel. The sad part is I don't think it's Dimash. I think it's the people that are surrounding Dimash. I think it's like the companies and the, you know, I don't know, just all the various platforms. But the thing is I feel like Dimash, knowing that he has reactors to him, which I'm sure he knows that people are reacting to him. These videos are like everywhere. You even look up Dimash and you'll see reactions. So he knows that we exist. And I'm sure he's gotten like notice about the fact that this is happening. But he's still, I don't know if he's like acted on it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I would be proactive in making sure that reactors would not get their content taken down. And this was manually done, guys. Like, somebody from Yoola specifically went in and issued me a strike. They first blocked it, and then they manually went in and filed a legal takedown. It's crazy. YouTube has a Twitter account that responds to issues with creators. If we go and respectfully ask them to look at this again and get other bigger creators to say something. I mean, that would be fantastic, but they haven't reacted to any of this kind of stuff. And I feel like reactors have been having issues for the past like 3 years minimum. Anyways, let me show you guys the notice that they sent. So it's a little note with what they say. Dimash has been vocal about giving strikes to people who air his content. Are you serious? Dimash himself has been what? With most artists, they love the content creators, but apparently Dimash isn't one of them. Really? What? Guys, if I ever get famous, I would never not want free publicity. Let me Google Yoola really quickly. Creators Nation. Yoola works with international creators and brands to develop, manage, distribute, and commercialize products, experience, content, and IP. They've got 5,000 channels. Is that 1,750,000,000 subscribers and 15 billion monthly views. I don't know. So they help out channels, but why are they submitting copyright takedowns? They should know better. Like, these companies should know better. That's like a money hungry thing to do. And also like, why? They're not even, that's the worst part. If they let me keep up my video, they would be getting money for it. So why in the world are they taking it down? Now they don't make any money and they don't get promotion. Something is off. I feel like Deers should say something. You know what I mean? Like, the Dimash Deers should say something about it if they want Dimash to grow. Because they could totally call it out. Because I've made a lot of people join the Deers family because of the reactions that I did. And all the other reactors too. If y'all can go and join the Discord and let me know about which avenues that I can take, because obviously I can't store these comments, but if you guys can go onto my Discord, the link is down below, and if you can like message these things in the general chat or message my mods about it, that would be awesome. By the sounds of it, Yoola might be like J Redacted Media and are wanting you to pay them to be allowed to show that video. What? They would be getting paid. They would be getting all of my monetization AdSense. They would get every single penny from every single view that I made. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what to do either. Like, do I message them? The fact that they took it down so brutally, you know what I mean? It wasn't even published. They just took it down and gave me a strike to my channel. Like, they should know. They know that hurts content creators. And I don't know if I can send them an email. What people do not know is nearly all reaction videos get a copyright claim. Nearly all of them do. This means all profit from that reaction video goes to the original artist, not the reaction. So they lose money on a takedown. Exactly. So I'm confused about that. I don't get it. They lose money. They lose exposure. They give me a strike. It's like a lose-lose. I don't understand. And I'm not being disrespectful. I was extremely nice in the video, and I said really great things about Dimash, and I commented on how amazing his voice is, and my face was like the whole time. So I don't understand. Okay, wait. Let's pull up what Mike wrote. This discusses the copyright situation for Dimash, and it is Dimash himself via a corporation. If you use any of his videos without modifying it in some non-trivial way, he will strike you. But I did modify it. Here. Okay. Do you guys see this? So it says, Dears, we have here basic information from copyright holder from our Prince official website. So this is from his actual website and what he's actually sharing. Please respect all these and the work of our dear Prince, Who owns the copyright for Dimash's work? All rights reserved and belong to Dimash Ali Creative Center LLP, which includes Dimash's music video, audio, and compositions. Can I use Dimash's music and video and photos in my social media networks? Music compositions and videos can only be used if the duration is up to 20 seconds. An exception is the content of the online concert and the YouTube platform. The use of material on this platform is possible only with prior permission of the copyright holder. Okay, well, how do I get that? I use Dimash's work on my YouTube channel not for commercial but for informational purposes without earning anything. It does not matter for what purpose you use someone else's copyright objects. The use of content is prohibited without prior express permission from the copyright holder. Can I not ask for permission from the copyright holder if I enter his name? Even if you mention the name of the copyright holder, direct copying is not allowed. I'm not directly copying it. Mentioning the copyright holder does not imply that you are using the material in good faith or that you have received the automatic permission from the owner to use the material. Are there ways to use the content without having to go to the copyright holder for permission? You can use the songs and videos for no more than 20 seconds on all social networks except the YouTube platform. Also, it is prohibited to use the materials from an online concert or any of the social network platforms on the internet. Fair use. Fair use is the legal concept that allows you to use some content without obtaining the special permission from the copyright holder. It is important that in each country, the concept of fair use might be interpreted differently and may have different restrictions. The source material you use in your work needs to be recycled. For example, if you have uploaded an entirety of a video clip from an artist to YouTube and do not modify it in any way, this is piracy, and for this you can get a strike or be blocked. But I didn't do that. I didn't do that at all. If you are using a short cut of a music video or a song, it's considered fair use. If your video is 5 to 6 minutes long and contains 20 seconds of someone else's content with comments or any other adjustments, that can be considered legal action. If you believe your blocked video is in fair use, contact the copyright holder. By itself, mentioning the author of a work will not imply fair use of the copied content. For example, the phrases "all rights belong to the author" and "taken from other people" do not mean that you are using the materials in good faith or have received permission from the copyright holder to use them. Information provided by YouTube Health. Okay, so essentially I have to get his permission, but this is from his official website. Why this is a thing, I have no idea. Dimash is merely a client of Yoola. They are very aggressive in enforcing everything. Right, but why be a client of somebody who is like causing all these issues? You know what I mean? You can't just strike somebody for not breaking I didn't break any copyright rules whatsoever. If you are a client of somebody, you are giving authority to act on your behalf. And if he knows that this is happening, he should not be their client. If he is choosing to be client of that company, he chooses their policies. Exactly. They say that, like, you can try to get it reviewed by the people. Like, I'm going to reach out and try to get them to reinstate it. But they say that that's a very low chance of getting approved. Which is like, why? I spent like 20 minutes talking about the video. And I always, like, I email them and I say this. I say, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Literally, all of those things apply in my videos. So, I don't understand. It says fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips, any of those, non-profit, educational, or personal use tips, the balance in favor of fair use. So the fact that I'm not getting any of the AdSense money and I'm just posting these videos, like, I'm doing it purely for educational and for personal use tips, like, for all of you guys to know. And it's no copyright infringement intended, obviously, because I'm not using his music or claiming it as my own. And all of the rights belong to their respective owners. Like I said, this is my first one. I've done, like, what? Probably 200 or 300 reaction videos now. And none of them have gotten a strike from me. It's only Dimash 2 years later. Anyways, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you all about that because, I don't know, it's like, it's sad, you know, after doing all this work to get a strike and like, because that's, like, a strike is step 1 out of 3 to getting my channel taken down after all that hard work. Per fair use, the content can be used for reviews and critique. That is in the wording of the law. It was like fair use was written for reactors, but it's been in effect since before the internet. It's 100% true. And the reason why I know that it's meant for us is because if you go onto YouTube and you get a copyright claim, as soon as you put the dispute option, literally in the drop down menu, it says reaction video. Reaction videos are fair use and should 100% be considered fair use. I'm not going to give up, y'all, because I want this video out. It's a really good video. And Dimash sounded amazing in it, and so I want to be able to show what he's doing and, like, talk about the techniques. But just so y'all know, this is probably just part 1 of this discussion, but I'm probably going to be back on to tell you guys how it goes and, figure out how we can make this work. If anybody has any credible information, like real information, let me know. And I will keep you posted on how everything goes. All right, y'all? Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you very, very much. And thank you for sticking with me and for being patient. Hopefully I'll be able to pull this stuff up sooner rather than later. I want to make sure that you guys can see this video. So I'm going to fight it. I'm going to be a strong fighter. And we will get through this. And thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you so much. And I'm sorry that this happened to us. It's unfortunate. But we will get through it. Sending you all so much love. Mwah. Bye. See y'all later.